How's it going, guys? I'm back, and I've got another awesome week of comics I want to chat about. So if you're looking for some information on new things to potentially read or pick up, or the spec deck if you want to grab some books that might be worth something down the line, I'm going to chat with you about some of my favorite picks this week between DC, the independent companies, and Marvel. So starting down here, from Marvel, probably the biggest book this week by far is going to be Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is the next volume in the Amazing Spider-Man line, so if you've ever wanted to jump on and start reading about Spidey, or when do I start, he's almost approached 1,000 unique issues at this point, so this is the next jump off point. This is an issue #1 that continues the legacy line, so you can start reading Spider-Man out the gate and actually check out all his new content as it comes out weekly. This is the first one to get going with. Past that, I have a neat kind of take on the Justice League. So this is a book called The Dark Knights of Steel, and if you want to think about fantasy like Merlin, magic swords, Knights of the Round Table, but combine that with the Justice League. Superman has crash landed on Earth back in medieval times, and he has been recovered, and he is now essentially a god living in that era amongst magic and sorcery and Knights of the Round Table. I don't want to spoil too much. It gets absolutely insane. Come by and chat with us about this. So if you're a fan of like fantasy, medieval kind of stuff, this is a Justice League, Superman, Batman, bizarre take on all that. Now, Justice League, talking about the main book, this is a massive issue. This is Justice League 75 in the current run, and as you can see from the title, it is the death of the Justice League. They are officially dead. They have died. I've read the issue. It is awesome. I don't want to spoil who is left alive, but Earth's mightiest realm of heroes needs to come together and pick up all the pieces and stop this oncoming disaster that will continue later on in the next Justice League and a new event called the Dark Crisis. If you're a fan of DC at all, you know they love the Crisis titles: Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis, Crisis of Past, blah, blah, blah. This is the next big one. So this is the Dark Crisis. Justice League is dead. Let's find out what happens. Now, speaking of dying, this is a terribly sad book, but it's a phenomenal story. This is The Last Ronin. So if you're a Turtles fan and you want that kind of fun, goofy Saturday morning cartoon vibe, this one's probably not for you. This is all about the Turtles and their family and friends. They have all died off over time. They've been killed off by Shredder and the Foot Clan, and only one turtle remains, and we don't really know which turtle it is unless you read the book. And this brother has all of the weapons from every one of his fallen comrades. Casey Jones is involved in there. We've got a couple hockey sticks, and you're going to find out which turtle it is. Do they survive? Can that one brother single-handedly stop Shredder and the Foot Clan from taking over New York? This is a very bloody, more mature rated comic, but this is a fantastic one. It's called The Last Ronin. Can't recommend it enough. In the independent realm, with Ninja Turtles, I've got a really neat take on the vampire idea. So this is Bloodstained Teeth. So imagine in this universe, vampires, obviously they're there to drink your blood and survive, but some vampires are there to make $1. And the Bloodstained Teeth is all about maybe selling those services, about becoming the immortals. And what price do you have to pay to become a vampire in this world? So that's what Bloodstained Teeth is. Cool idea. I like the idea that you're selling this vampiric curse, and some people actually want it. So what is the price you pay for that? And then lastly for this week, one of my next picks, which if you haven't been on it yet, is this title called Berserker, and it is probably the coolest idea ever. John Wick, Keanu Reeves, decided to make his own comic book, and he funded the whole thing, wrote it all, and he stars in the book. So this is his idea of his own take on a crazy character called the Berserker, and you get to find out his past. He's been alive since the dawn of time, and it takes place in our current age, and you're going to see his history of Keanu Reeves surviving and battling and becoming a berserker literally throughout time to catch up to this exact moment that he's working for the United States military, and he's trying to find a way to die. That's the goal. He can't die. He's an immortal berserker starring Keanu Reeves, and yes, there's a show coming out about it. Absolutely dope book. Check it out. Ton of blood, not for the younger audiences. So if you're a fan of Keanu Reeves, John Wick, anything kind of chaos, berserker, blood, gore, Conan the Barbarian, check it out. So that is my pick for the week, and stay tuned. Next week we'll have some more even cool stuff. Chat with you guys then.